Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. Okay, y'all, so y'all see the title. Let me just go ahead and just get into why I'm on here right now. Look at how I'm looking crazy. Y'all, as you can see, my hair is not done. I'm not doing my hair until like the end of this week. I actually just got in something that I ordered, and I changed my mind about what I'm gonna do to my hair. So yeah, there's that. One thing you'll learn about me when it comes to hair, I will tell you one thing and I'll tell you, oh, I changed my mind, and then I'll end up changing it back or change it to something completely different than what I already told y'all. But that's beside the point. Y'all, look, all I wanted was a smoothie, right? I was going to be able to get, whatever food that I wanted from places that were still open after 8 p.m. until 9 p.m. that time frame. So I was like, oh, well, what's open? Hopefully there's something that's open that has fruits and vegetables, because I am trying to have a moment. And I do this throughout the year where I have moments where I detox, and I just want to eat healthy and consume things that are considered to be healthy. So I wanted some smoothies. So I was like, oh, well, let me hold off, because when I ordered, it was after 9 p.m. So I was like, okay, let me hold off. Well, it was about to be 9, literally about to be 9 o'clock on the dot. So I was like, okay, let me hold off on the show, which is Greenleaf, so that I can order this. It should be here by 9:55. Okay, so I ordered it. It was going to be free. So I ended up getting 3 smoothies, and I got what I got because there were things that I wanted that are amazing, and a lot of them have great antioxidants in it or whatever, and it's just stuff that I like, stuff that tastes good to me anyway. So I was just like, oh, it's free, so that just makes it even better, right? Cool. The food, as I'm gonna loosely call it, the food got here a little early, thank goodness, and I'll explain to you why momentarily. Y'all, so the food got here. I ended up having to be on the phone to explain to the Uber driver where I was actually located, because it's actually dark. And I think someone was actually driving her, and they were trying to find it, even though it's not hard to find. But, it just is what it is. And I can understand, because that's how I am at nighttime. Like I'm gonna be blind as a bat with my glasses on in the nighttime, because I'm paranoid about missing stuff. Y'all, anyway, I explained where I was, and she was like, oh, okay, I see it. And I told her, just like it was already predetermined that my items would be sat outside and it would be contactless delivery. Cool. Y'all, I left out of my apartment. Keep in mind, I live on the 2nd floor, and my building, you have to have a key in order to have access to the building. So you have to have, in essence, 2 keys, really 3 because of your mailbox key, but you have to have 2 keys in order to get through everything. Okay. Y'all, I didn't think nothing about bringing my keys with me. I normally have my keys with me. So I left my door unlocked because I was just going to go downstairs, grab my stuff, and come back upstairs. Cool. Y'all, I get almost to the door, and I'm looking, and I'm like, I know good and well she did not sit the cups directly in front of the door. Now keep in mind, the door that is the door in which that you have to, y'all, I can't even talk. The door that you use in order to have access to the building, you have to have a key to it. That door swings out if you're in the building. You have to pull it if you're outside. And there is a literal handle on the door. It's well lit. She saw that. She even asked me, was the light on and all this other stuff. And I told her, yes, like I saw her outside and all that. While she was looking for it, she was like, oh, I see it. I'm like, yeah, that's the place with the light on. I'm like, Lord, I gotta maneuver this door. Y'all, I had to set up here. I had inch the door, pushed it, almost had it. But the way that she had the cups, it ended up making them topple over eventually because they all started really touching and it was just too much force. And the one that I actually wanted to try the most, the one that I got that I was just like, oh my gosh, it has all the fruits in it that I love. That's the one that toppled over and spilled out. So, me not thinking, I'm like, oh man, dang, I gotta get this out the floor. I'm not finna sit up here and just have this sitting on the steps. Like, I don't play that. If I waste something and, this is, public domain or whatever, however you want to say it, like other people are using this space, I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be trifling and just leave this stuff spilled right here. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm going to move it to the side. And hopefully by the time I'm done moving it to the side and bringing it back upstairs, I'll be able to retrieve a pitcher of hot water and I'll bring it and I'll, kind of move it and spill it and, throw it so that I can, get it off of the steps. Because I don't want ants and all that stuff to happen. I don't want people to walk into sticky situations or whatever. Y'all, I sat up here and walked completely out of the door and it locked behind me. And I didn't give a thought to it because I was steadily trying to make sure that nobody was going to step into the mess that was made because this person set the stuff directly in front of the door. Then I gathered up everything thinking I'm about to walk back inside and I was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute, no. I left my keys inside. Now, I normally bring my keys with me, even if I'm just going, right outside. You know what I'm saying? Because in all honesty, I could just take my car key and that's it and have something sitting in the door to have it, propped open or whatever. A lot of people here do that from time to time, but a lot of the time I make sure that the door is closed because if you ain't got a key, you don't need to be getting in here. And everybody else normally has like somebody inside of their apartment that they can rely on to open their door for them. So it's not like they won't at least have that. They have somebody on hand like that. Y'all, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I knocked on the door. Nobody is like right there. And then like if you're in your apartment, unless you're in your living room, you're not going to hear the door. You're not going to hear anything. I know that I never hear anything unless I'm right in the living room or unless I'm in the, the front room, because there are a few rooms in here. And I knocked and I knocked. Y'all, divine intervention. Some told me check my pocket. I touched my pocket and my phone was in my pocket. I was like, how lucky am I? Well, how possibly lucky am I? Y'all, I called my landlord. She answered the phone. I explained the situation to her and I asked her if there was any kind of way that she can call or text the person that lives below me or the other person that lives on the first floor to see if they would open the door for me. And, I just explained the situation. I left my keys in here and, the door closed behind me. And, she told me that she would just, see if she could get the guy who lives below me with his wife, see if she could get him to come to the door because he'd probably be more inclined to do it anyway. And I felt the same way because ever since first moved here, he's been pretty nice. And the wife is nice whenever I see her. But they are an older couple and I didn't know if he was still awake or not. They don't really move around that much. And he's pretty active, but he pretty much takes care of his wife. So I was looking like, dang, it's like 10 o'clock now, about to be 10 if it's not 10 right now. So I might be out of luck and looking crazy and the landlord might have to come out. Lord, I don't know. I was just like, oh my gosh. Then it's hot. I was fine before I left out of my apartment. I was actually kind of chilly. So I was like, really? Now I'm outside sweating and dying. She was able to get into contact with him. And he came and he opened the door for me. I was just like, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate you coming and doing this. Y'all, so I went back in my apartment and I ended up putting my little smoothies down, and I got a pitcher of hot water and went back downstairs with my keys this time, and I splashed the water so that I could clean off the steps, because I don't see the point in just leaving stuff there, and I could just easily do what I need to do to remove it, to avoid animals and, you know, random ants and stuff to just start coming when they don't have to. I don't want people to step in mess. Like, that's just crazy. But anyway, y'all, I'm just so like, ugh. I really hope it's not a precursor to tomorrow, because tomorrow might be a rough day. And I'm talking about to the point where I had already contemplated calling out. Yeah, it's a lot. Y'all, also, this is my second time being locked out. Not here. This is my first time being locked out here, but the place that I lived in before, it was mortifying because I was locked out. If I ever become somebody, YouTube wise or whatever, I will share with y'all what that means, because yeah, that is a story time within itself. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, for real. Y'all do not understand how far I've come. The most has happened in life to me. But yeah, it was an honest mistake. And yeah. In all honesty, usually I keep my keys on me, and if I don't have pockets, I already told y'all about this before. Some of y'all who have been around me, who've been on here for long as y'all already know how I do. Like, if I don't have pockets, I will politely just clip it right on me, and they be on me right here or right here. And I always know they're there. Like, my body has already automatically gotten to a point where it's like, got your keys? And I'll like, make sure before I leave out my car, before I leave out of the apartment, except tonight, I make sure that they're on me. But y'all, lesson learned. I am so glad that this was not a late night situation, like later than late, because I would have been looking crazier than I already did. Like, I was sweating to death, y'all. It was bad. I'm surprised I ain't sweating to death right now. I'm very surprised. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna count this as a lesson learned, and you know, y'all can laugh at me if you want to. It's okay. I still have my free smoothies. I still have 25% of the one that I wanted, so you know, it's still all good. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all later on for something else. Bye.